Good morning, DXN. That is mostly I see people that have come from North and South America or the rest of the world. It's really a pleasure to have you all. And what I'm going to share is one of the most important part of our DXN business is about people and prospecting. So in our business, in particular, or any business in general, there are two very important elements to succeed. One is prospects or people. The other one is prospecting. If you can master prospecting, your 50% of the business is done. And in this webinar, I'm going to share with you all how to get people, who are the people, and prospecting is the core of our business. So if you see the slide, it is written the art and the science and practice of forming someone else's opinion. And I'm going to talk in depth. As Prajit has already announced, I'm going to take in the questions at the end of the webinar. You please go ahead and write the questions in the chat box, and most probably some of the questions will be already answered by the time I have done with my webinar. So let's talk about the people first. Any business revolves around people, especially so our network marketing business. Bottom line, no people, no business. So if you want to go up in the business, you have to have lots of people, not just few people, lots of people in your business. People in the business is like an oxygen, or is a lifeblood in the business. So if we don't have blood, or if we don't have oxygen in our system, in our body, we're going to die. And so is our business. In network marketing, people are prospects. And now what I'm going to explain is very, very important part of these prospects. So I'm no more going to talk about people. People are prospects. There are three categories of people: hot, warm, and cold. Hot people are those whom you know, and those people know you. I'm going to give a more description and detail of who are the hot people. Warm people are those people whom you don't know, but you get connected because of your hot people. I'll give you an example. You got a school friend, and he knows you well, and he refers his friend to you. That person becomes your warm prospects. Cold prospects are those whom you don't know at all. They are complete strangers. So these are the three categories of prospects that you will be having. Now the question which a lot of people ask me is, where can we find the prospects? Prospects are from the word friends, which is the hot market; strangers, which are cold market; referrals, warm market; social media, which will be hot, warm, and cold markets. And I'm going to further explain to you. The word friend are the people whom you know. They can be friends, relatives, institution, your employees or your colleagues who are at work, your neighbors, and those people who are debtors. So they are your friend list. Strangers are cold, and they can be found anywhere where you meet them. It can be in the lift while you're going, or it can be just in a queue where you are standing. They are everywhere. And these people are, you know, if you look around, whether while you're traveling in an aircraft, can you see right there on the last picture, you have to be, you know, friendly, and you have to, you know, start talking something about themselves. Or in the park, you are going to the park for jogging or just for, you know, having a good time. And there is no harm in getting connected to these strangers by smiling and saying, how are you? And that's it. I mean, and that's what I'm going to teach you, what the prospecting is all about. So now we are just focusing on the people. So from your friend, those 5 categories, to the strangers. Then we come to the referrals, which are given by people who say no, or your consumers. And they can be anybody or everybody from the complete cold market to the warm market. Social media is a big thing right now. Your hot market and warm market can get exhausted. But your social media, it is difficult to get exhausted. Reason being, there are not just a few thousand people, there are a few million people in this social media. And there are a lot of techniques to get connected to them through the social media. And Facebook is #1, followed by LinkedIn, Twitter. There's so many media through which you can get connected. This is a complete webinar that I do as to how to get connected to your old buddies from school or college, or your relatives through social media. But this is another a big area where you can get connected to your hot, warm, and cold market. And these prospects that you talk to, you get connected to, they become your consumers, they become members or distributors, or you're part of your team. And if those members, they really work hard, they are doing the business as a business, they finally become business leaders. Nobody becomes business leaders instantly. It takes time. It takes few years in order to upgrade an ordinary distributor or member to a business leader. And that is the reason why I keep on saying that in network marketing, in order to find out about those members, how hungry they are, how committed they are, it takes few years to find out. And you have to work hard in order to make them a business leader. As I said earlier, that the hot and warm market gets exhausted after 3 to 4 years. Once they get exhausted, you don't have any list of whatever number of people that you had in your mobile or your directory, or your first generation or second generation people who are there, and you go down, all those warm markets also get exhausted. What next? Of course, it's cold market or cold prospects. So who are the cold prospects? Is anybody and everybody. But you cannot just go out to anybody and start talking. If you want to get the right cold prospect, then I'm going to show you where to get those cold prospects. They are anywhere and everywhere, for sure. But what we want to do is, we would like to get the right cold prospect. In a world of close to about 7 billion people, maybe you know a few thousand people, and rest is they are all cold prospects. So where are these cold prospects? That's a very important question. They are in the internet, and there are in millions. In some other time, I'll cover how to approach the cold prospect in internet. But today I'm going to focus on special places where you can get these cold prospects. These special places where people are coming and they are trying to spend money to improve their lives. There are places. These people have two important qualities. First, they want to improve their lives. They can be young adults, they can be middle-aged, they can be above 50 or baby boomers. Irrespective, you don't, kind of take people for granted. There are young people, there are old people who wants to improve their lives. And the second category of people are those people who are spending money. I mean, this is the quality of these cold prospect. They want to improve their lives by spending money or investing money on themselves. Where are these places? In Canada, in the North America, there are a lot of adult education classes going on. They have to pay money for that. There are community colleges. Now, those people, they might be from some profession, but they want to improve because they are not getting job in their profession. So they want to, change their careers. So they move into some community college or some adult education where they want to improve their skills. Second place is there are a lot of places where there is a personal development or self-improvement program is going on. There are workshops, there are seminars. And one place which is common around the world is Toastmaster, where people send their children, even people who have become managers, they would like to go up the ladder in their business or in their work, and they would like to learn the presentation skills. So these people, they have to pay money to master the presentation skills. This is just one area I'm talking about. There are so many areas in the personal development where people spend thousands of dollars. I was in one of the seminars and I saw people spending over $1,000 in their personal development. So if people really want to improve themselves, they will definitely spend money on their improvement. Small business opportunity meetings. There are a lot of networks now where the people come and they socialize and they talk about their business. And one place where I found, and it's global, is called Internation. And every city, every country has got a club which is called Internation Club, and they have a meeting once in a month or twice in a month. Then the places are health club. As we all know, our products are health-based, wellness-based products. So if you go to health club, people are spending money to improve their bodies. And they are working out, whether it is in the gym or whether it is in a five-star hotel or whether there is a corner fitness center. So if you are part of those organizations, of course, when you are walking, when you are doing some exercise in the treadmill, there is a guy who's sitting just next to you doing the same thing, and you can start a conversation. So there, of course, these are serious people who would like to see a health benefit. So there, these guys can very easily, get connected to your health product. Investment lectures, real estate seminars, and stock investing seminars. Fund runs and marathons. So all these areas that you're looking at, people would like to improve themselves, either health-wise or income-wise. They are not the general crowd. They are people who are out of the crowd. They are thinking out of the box too. So in our business, we don't get anybody and everybody. And that is what I'm going to show you, how to qualify these people. And all these points I've taken out from Robert Buttman. He's one of a very, very renowned person in our business. And he says we should learn lesson for fishermen. If you want to go fishing, go where the fish are. It's so important. You just cannot go to a place where there's no fish and you want to do fishing. It's simple as that. So where you see these people who are motivated people, who would like to improve themselves and would like to go higher up in the ladder, whether it is business, whether it is personal development. This is my formula. If you would like to qualify a prospect, and it is called CPHD. In my workshop, I ask them, can you write? If you are looking at a certain face, at a certain personality trait or a characteristic in a person, what does C stand for? There are a lot of answers people give. I look at one very important characteristic, other characteristics like commitment, like credibility, like communication skills, all those are good, but C is for character. We need, strong character person, ethical person, honest person, a person with integrity to be part of our network marketing business. We just don't want anybody and everybody, because your business revolves around your team members who are having good character. And PhD is where you go deeper down. P is for perseverance or persistence. And D is for, there are a lot of, again, words come out which is called devotion, and there is dream and dedications and all that. But D is for discipline. If you look around, all successful people, all heroes of the world, now or in past, they are extremely disciplined people. Now for a hot and warm, you can find the C and P and D. That is, the character of the people, especially the hot prospect. Whether they are having that persistence or perseverance quality or not, or they are disciplined or not. For a cold market as well as warm and hot, the number one criteria that you should be looking at is H. And H is hunger. If the person is really hungry, he's ready or she's ready to do anything, to learn, to invest time, to invest money in order to go higher up. For a cold market, you look at the hunger, and as the person is growing, you look at those three properties also, the characteristics also, C, P, and D. So the secret to give really a jump to your business is look out for the heavy hitters. People who got a big circle of influences. In the business, all those who are in the XM business for maybe 2 years or 3 years or 5 years, even people who are 10 years, if you look at your bonus statement, you will find those people whom you got, they must be just about 10 to 15%. The rest of the person are either warm, and after 5 generations, they are your cold market. But you do look into their how the business is being done, how many PVs or DGPV they are doing, and from there, those who are cold market, basically, if they are in the 10th generation or 20th generation or 50th generation, you don't know them, but you have to go deep down and find out, if they need any help. So once you find the hard hitters, what's your job? It can be your 4th generation, it can be your 10th generation. Invest a lot of time with them. You support them, you help them, And whatever the purpose of joining DXN was, whether it is health or whether it is income, get that goal in front of them and give them a certain time frame. Now I come to the next important part of my webinar, which is prospecting. Prospecting is basically, this is the most important skill, and this is basically connecting with the prospect. And how do you connect? By talking. So your words are very, very important here. So whether it is warm or cold or hot market, first and foremost is you have to break the ice. And you have to go deep down and find their problems, their wants, their needs, their dreams, their desires. Then you have to qualify them. People have problems. Are they ready to come out of their problems? That is qualification. And closing is when they make the decision, not you make the decision. Most of us, we are making such a big mistake by pushing our prospects to become a consumer or to become a member. And we have seen not one, not two, hundreds of people who have joined our business, they are not working. Why they are not working? Because we kind of force them to become consumer or force them to become a member. If the decision comes from them, that is the time that they will use the product or they will do the business. So keep this sequence, that is connection, breaking the ice, qualification, and closing. But before you start talking to these people, you as a business builder, you as a leader, you have to know everything about DXN product. You cannot talk something which you have no experience, you have no testimonials. And again, I've seen a lot of people who are members for about a year or so, they are just using RGGL or Spirulina or Morenzi or toothpaste and soap, and rest, they have not even tried it. How can they talk about coffee if they have not tried it? Even if they don't like coffee, they like tea, they should at least finish one box. The second thing is, which they need to perfect before they start talking to people, is about the business plan or how people can earn money. And the third thing, that they should know everything about the company, the people behind the company, right from Dr. Lim to the country manager or to anybody who is supporting the members and the distributors. So the key that is to become a successful prospecting is to get connected to natural approach. Through natural approach, you get connected to the people. And this is what I have devised in prospecting. The word natural approach is my trademark. And in natural approach, you make the right connection. And if you look at this two diagram that is there, the entire jigsaw puzzle which is on the left side is not complete if you don't put those last two puzzles together. So prospecting is not an easy thing, it's difficult. But once you master it, it becomes very interesting, very, very easy. Like on the right side, the plug which is there is connected to the socket. If it is not connected, you will not get the light. So it is as important as that. The flow of electricity should be there when it is connected right. So in natural approach, what you have to find is the problem of the people. People have problems. You agree to that, I'm sure. Everybody has got problems. And you have to give solution to those problems through the DXN product or DXN plan. That is the bottom line in the natural approach. You have to find the problem, search for the problem, dig into the problem of the people or the prospect, and provide solution. Finding the problem will take you maybe few weeks to few months. Sometime it might take even a year. You have to have a lot of patience. Providing solution will take you just few minutes. This is again one thing that you have to understand. So prospecting is connecting to the prospect, finding the problems and needs, and providing the solution through DXN products and opportunity. Hope this 3-step is important and I made it clear to you also. There are 3 levels of connections. Whether it is your hot, warm or cold market, people are in 3 levels they're in 3 levels where you get connected. Number 1, which is outside, which you're looking at, is they know you and you know them. But remember, the prospect should know you. That is more important, not that you know them. From no connection, you have to bring them to the like connection, where they start liking you. And the 3rd level of connection, which is the most important, is where they start trusting you. You cannot break the ice. You cannot find the problem of the people in 1 and 2. So the level that you are looking at, where they will open up and tell their problems, is level 3, which is the level of trust. So what are the general problems of people? As I said, people have problems. The problems of people are health and money. But then there are other problems also, which is this: they don't have time, or time freedom they don't have. They have family, but they cannot be with them, or they are not spending enough time with their family. They have job, but they are not happy with their job. They are not happy with their bosses. So your main focus should be to find the problems. And how do you find the problems? By asking the right question. If you can master the questions, what to ask, why to ask, descriptions and all that, that will definitely make you successful. So while you are doing prospecting, again, the skill that is needed is you talk less, you ask one question, and sit back and listen and listen and listen. When you are listening, and especially if you are listening intently, some people, they don't say their problems, but you can feel it from their body language or what the words that they have said. So it is reading in between the lines. And that is called, intent listening. And that is a time that your prospect will understand that you do care for them. So our network marketing business is about making someone's life better. I'll repeat, people are having their life, whatever life they have. But you in any way, you can make their life better, they'll get connected to you. So how do you learn to make their lives better? Number 1, have the right intention to help them. This is so powerful, this is so important. If you reach out to this prospect with the intention to help them, they will know it. And how do you master this helping business, finding out their problems? By talking to at least one person every day. Whether you are a member, whether you are a star agent, diamond, triple diamond, crown diamond, any status you are, you have to talk to at least one person. If it is physical, well and good. It can be through the telephone, it can be through the Skype, it can be through webinar, whatever you think is best, but you have to reach out to one new person. So you have to change your mindset. I cannot teach you intention, to have a good intention. You have to have a good intention. You have to have a good heart. So you have to work in your mind that I would like to reach out to the prospects with a helping hand. And this is a beautiful quote from Prophet Muhammad. Actions are but by intention, and each man will have but that which he intended. A very, very powerful quote. You will get what you want if your intentions are right. And the next slide will say it all. Once you find the right prospect, understand their problems, then provide the solution through our products, which is health products. And the services that we give is basically teaching them, training them, supporting them to be successful in the business. People have problems and they are looking for solution, but they will not give their problems to you just straight away the moment you ask. So that is why I'm saying that you have to have a lot of patience. And when they see that you are the person who can solve their problems, they will tell the problem. And your job is now to give the right solution. What networkers hate or are afraid of? Rejection. There are a lot of people I've seen, after 1, 2, 3 call, and they keep on getting rejected, they stop doing the business. Our business is simple, but it is not easy. Network marketing profession, network marketing business is difficult. Why it is difficult? Because you have to, work a lot on yourself. You have to learn a lot about our business. And this is one area which is called rejection. If you have that mentality where you give up fast, then it is difficult to grow up in the business. So I'm going to teach you how to have a rejection-free approach. My natural approach is basically talking about where you are reaching out to the people to help them and not harm them. Now your intention is, if a person comes to you and say, I've got a problem and I have diabetes since last 10 years and I'm looking for a solution and this problem is, really eating me away. And you tell them, okay, I've got a certain product which can help you and you can come out of your problem, but it's going to do, take time, you have to use it regularly, whatever you want to say. That is, throughout whatever you're saying, you want to basically help them, not to get them become a consumer straight away. If people have financial problems. Now again, you tell them that how they can come out of their problems through DXN. In both the cases, whether it is consumer, whether they want to become a member or a distributor, in both the cases, if they say no, there are a lot of cases that you'll find people join, they are listening to you, but they say no, if it is MLM, I'm not going to join. If it is a natural product, I don't believe in natural product. They have kind of said no to you. So do you feel rejected? Most of the people say yes. I feel very demotivated after working so long, so hard with this man, and he said no. If your intentions are good and you have reached out to that person to help him, if that person has said no, God is going to reward you. You will be a satisfied person. You did not camouflage them to or lasso them to get into the DXN business or to buy the product. You are a winner because in heart you have done a good thing. And he has said no, he is a loser. So this is what I call rejection-free approach. If your approach, your intentions are good, noble, sacred, where you want to help people, you are a winner. If he says yes to both product or business, then he is a winner and you are a winner. But in either case, if he says no or yes, you are a winner. The time taken, as I told you, is going to take you a few weeks to a few months. Don't be in a hurry. Please don't be in a hurry. You have to have a lot of patience. Nobody is going to, tell their problems instantly. Even if it's your brother. After 20 years, the brother is married, he's got children, and now you want to reach out to them. They have gone into their shells. No more that brotherly tie that was there when you were young is there after 40 years. Give time. Have a lot of patience. Interesting picture that you are looking at. On the right side, you see the guy is on his knees and proposing to the girl, and the girl says, "You're sweet, Rodney. I'll put you on my short list," which means he has proposed to the girl a little early. Whereas on the left side, you look at the picture, she doesn't have to say anything. If you look at the body language of the girl, she's saying yes by looking at the ring. So natural approach is like that. Nobody, you like a girl and you instantly say that, I want to marry you. That's not the way to go about it. That's a very fast move that you have done. So the basic natural approach principles are what to say and what to do. How can you break the ice in 10 seconds? Now we can keep on talking and talking. How to get that attraction? How to, the person get attracted to you? Is the three circles that the four circles that I spoke to you earlier. From don't know to like to trust. So first thing is, of course, to get connected and build that trust. And then when you start talking, you do the normal talking. How are you? How's the family? Where do you live? This is the normal talk that you are going to do when you are getting connected to your people. But then you would like to now get to the bottom of his pain, and most of the places that you can straight away approach them is, what do you do for a living? Or how's your job? Are you happy with your job? How long are you doing the job? And then just wait. Let the person speak. And from whatever he has spoken, you try to find some more questions. Now, job-related opener questions are, did you choose to work for someone else the rest of your life? Now, nobody has, if he's not happy, they have not chosen to work forever. Or you can have a real, starter. How happy would you be with a 200% raise in your salary? The person will, this is what type of question is this? Of course, everybody would like to have a 200% raise. So these are the opener questions. You can design your own opener questions. There are lots and lots, and the person from whom I have been taught these opener questions, his name is Tom Schreiter, and that's the source of my webinar too. So after listening to the problems of the people, what they do, they listen more, or they say you back off. Can you see that picture on the left and the right? Body language. What they say, but more important, what their body language is telling you. So once you identify the problem, you start with 4 words. Well, you know how. Now you want to write down, please write it down. you have found the problem. As I told you, the problem can be, you can diagnose the problem, find the problem within a week or a month, a few months. When you really have found the problem, then you give the solution through, well, you know how, and then I'm going to complete the sentence. The problem that the person has said. For example, the person said, you know, I'm not too happy with my job. So you don't have to really address them in particular. You say, well, you know how people are not too happy with their job. They have been working for such a long time. And provide the solution is, well, what I do is, and give the solution. How do you give the solution? You say, okay, well, what I do is I show people how to, you know, come out of their financial problem, or well, I show them how to earn extra income equal to their salary. So I show people how to get extra paycheck every month. And if it is related to family and there is a housewife, or there is a working mom, there is a stay-home mom, you can say, you know, you ask stay-home moms or a working moms under what pressure they are. And you can tell them that, you know, I show people how to be with their children and still get paid. These are all opener solutions that I'm trying to share with you. I show people how to get more paycheck than their husbands working from home. Or if there is a lady who's talking about their skin and she's, you know, above 50 or even in the 30s, I show people how to make their skin look 20 years younger in 20 seconds per day. So these are the opener solution whereby the person is definitely going to respond, and what they're going to say, oh really? How does it work? So the reaction that that person is going to give is extremely important. Coming to now in this stage, you are trying to qualify that person. That back off or tell me more, that is the skill of prospecting. If you can get this skill mastered, you are a winner. Becoming Crown Diamond or Crown Ambassador should not be a problem. You just basically need 20 people, 20 hungry, disciplined people in your business, and they will grow your business. You don't need 200 or 2,000 or 20,000 people, no. So getting the right person in your business, qualifying them, if you can see on the right side, there are hundreds of blue balls. You don't want to get any balls from there. You have to just get that one red ball, which is going to be your business leader. So after initial qualification, the second step in the natural approach is 1 minute presentation. So this one, the earlier one is the 10-second opener, followed by 1 minute presentation. And in 1 minute, if the person insists, tell me more. How can I find a financial, solution through whatever you are saying? How can I get extra income, or how my health can get better? So what you have to do is this is divided into these parts, and I'm going to take every part separately. So you're going to say in a nutshell, that is in summary, you know, John, or if it's the lady is Jane, it'll probably take me about an hour to explain the whole thing. But in a nutshell, now you want to show them the benefit. I'm with a company called DXN, and what we do is we promote organic natural supplements that help people to stay healthier, have more energy, and they look better with it. So this is, in that one paragraph, I've spoken everything about the product. Then why they should be attracted to this product of a company called DXN. Then I'm giving them some hard facts, compelling evidence. DXN is in business since 1993. operates in over 50 countries. Some of the ingredients in our products are approved by NASA and World Health Organization. I don't have to talk about spirulina, but I'm talking about in general. Everything is in general right now. Now comes the difference. Why should they, listen to you about the income and about the business that you're talking about? What really makes us different is that we have an income earning program where people can make a significant amount of money along with their job by simply sharing with people about the health products or the benefit of our products. Then comes the question, which is called third-party question. A person has got a problem, but you don't address to them. You say, do you know anybody who might be interested in these health products or extra income? Now, you know that person has got a problem, but you are talking in terms of a third party. You are not trying to pressurize that person. This is very important. You don't want to get after that person. You are asking him, do you know anybody who might be interested in our health products or an extra income? And then again, listen. Look at the body language. And you have done the first part of the qualification, the natural approach. You move to the second part. At this stage, he is almost 70% ready to listen to you more. He's already come this far. So then the person says, okay, yeah, I'm interested to, get some health benefit, or I'm interested to know more about how do I make extra income. Until now, I have not gone in detail about the Rishi or Ganoderma or the compensation plan or about Dr. Lim. I have not done anything, and the person is ready to join. 90% of the time, people join at this point. So when you see that body language, hear the right acceptance, he has made the decision. You said, okay, can I make a suggestion? And say that, I'm ready to explain you the whole program. So when can we get together for about 30 minutes? Tell me the time, place, and the day. So you are basically getting the time, the place, and the day where you would be doing the complete presentation. Now, can you reject or accept the prospect at this stage? Yes or no? But still, the closing has not been done, so you cannot do any rejection or acceptance, even if he's going for the next 30 minutes after whenever he has given you the time. So let the prospect make the decision. And if he says no, there's no problem. Remember, what did I tell you? Your purpose, your objective is to solve their problem, not to force them to sign up or buy the product. They say no, very good. They say yes, excellent. But then there's another category. And what is that category? Let me think. Let me talk to my wife or husband or my friends. So they are in a kind of a dilemma. They are undecisive. So how do you go with these people? So with the people who are undecided, maybe they are having some doubt, still they're having some doubt. Then now how do you qualify them? Now this is again a question from where you get to know more about that. So you ask them, what will happen if you don't join our program or our business? So the answer will be nothing. I don't see, nothing will happen. So give them some time. Let them think. They are having all this thing in their mind. Nothing. Then you can ask him, will the life be the same as you are having now to what it will be after 1 year or 2 years? So there will be some follow-up question which I'm going to give in the next slide. So if again the person is adamant. He's, he's saying, no, I don't want to listen to anything. No problem. That's okay. That's the decision. At least you have made a yes-no decision rather than I will see. Now these 4 questions that I have, and the last one is really a hard-hitting question. First, I'll go to question number 2 is, if you don't start your business now, do you see yourself always working for someone else? Do you like being an employee for the rest of your life, in spite of the fact that you said that you don't like your job? Or what do you think will happen next year if you decide not to make any change this year? Let them talk. Do you think your job that you are doing 5 days a week, once in a year that you will go on vacation will ever change? These are the hard facts of job. And 90% of the people are jobber. And the last question, which I really close in a hard way, I ask them, God forbid, if you lose your job today. I don't want you to lose your job today, but if you lose, is there a guarantee that your job is there forever? No. What is your backup plan? Now, more than 90% of the people don't have any backup plan who are doing the job. They think that they are in the job, and that is the reason why they are clinging on to the job forever. And this is something which they really, they are forced to think. And then I tell them that if you don't have a backup plan, I can give you a backup plan. So after this 1-minute presentation that you have given, qualify them again. And now you have to give a bomb, which I call it a natural presentation. Again, here where I do the closing, and here I go into detail about the company, about the product, how the product is going to help them. If they want to become consumer, I stop right over here. If they want to become a business builder, a member, then I go to the 3rd part, which is how to make extra income, the training part, and then I talk about the startup option or how to join the system. So that is all for now, and I've taken about exactly 53 minutes. Today's resource that I have got is from my book, Map Your Freedom. You can sign up for mapyourfreedom.com and you can get a free chapter from my book. My network marketing MLM guru, Tom Schreiter, a good friend of mine, we're having a snack in my house in Canada, and I'm really indebted to him for teaching me a lot of golden nuggets. The university that I joined, Multi-Level Marketing University, back in 2008, there's some material which I've taken out from there. So that is all that I have to share today.